then. What up, what up? Welcome everybody to Cheap Drinks and Cheat Codes episode 33, I believe.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah,
33.
Oh my gosh. Some stuff happened this week, some unexpected things. We're gonna go over the acquisition of some companies. We're gonna go over some delayed releases and weird things. Let's get it started.
Yeah, let's get it popping. So did y'all hear this little thing that happened this week?
Little tidbit.
Microsoft rolled up the Bethesda with $7.5 billion in a briefcase and was just like, so that's the big deal, the big shaboom earlier this week. $7.5 billion.
Was it an all cash purchase, or was it one of those where it was
I don't know. It's just that's
it was like here's like $1 billion in cash, and then like here's like 1,000 like the rest of it in like stocks.
No, it is 7.5 billion in cash.
Oh.
I mean, it is the purchase of their Bethesda's parent company, which is
ZeniMax
Studios.
Yep.
Yeah. I just know like some of the other like here, like there's a couple like AT&T I think did it like here, or Fox or Disney Fox was like here's like $3 billion
shares,
and then like and split the rest in like shares, but quoted it all under $1.
Josh, they hit him with that balance unlimited.
Yeah, they swiped the card. Yeah, like Phil said, they also purchased ZeniMax Media. This is their biggest acquisition in a while. They bought Minecraft for 2.2 billion. Whenever that was 2.5, I'm sorry. So they out here with the money bags. That's the main cliff notes of the highlight of that rolling through. We're gonna pop on the screen here just all the games that Bethesda has done recently and are doing soon. So you got Dishonored, Wolfenstein, Elder Scrolls, Fallout, Doom. I'm gonna throw air quotes on Starfield because like that, we have no information whatsoever, so it is what it is.
Yeah, like a Phantom.
And then the two like unknown games that most people don't know Bethesda actually made, which is Evil Within and Prey. Everyone I talked to never had no idea that they made those two games.
Oh, I knew they.
Yeah. Evil Within, from the first one to the second one, massive leaps. That blew me away.
The Evil Within are great games, especially if you like it's the Resident Evil 4 style of shooting. But it is
There's like no HUD. It's just like, what's happening? I don't know. How many bullets you got?
Is Prey the sci-fi game where they have like the telepathy powers and stuff, like psychic powers?
Kind of, sort of.
Like he has like the talent tree, and you can. I'm trying to think.
Say that again.
I'm trying to think which game that is, like where you had like the talent tree, and there was like the ghost-like creatures that you had to like hide from and fight. I just don't remember the game.
Ghosts, sort of, kind of ghosts.
They could literally shift into things and be like chairs and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
It's a weird game too.
Was the multiplayer any good for Prey?
I didn't play it.
I never heard anything about it.
Most multiplayers that are born from a single player game are a little weird. Like besides like Halo, I feel like usually they're weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is a huge deal. Again, as you can see, those are the main games that Bethesda does, which we are going into roll into these 5 questions. PC Gamer did this article like 2 days ago, and I think it does ask the right questions, and I wanted to get your guys' opinion. So for the first one, this is interesting. Do you think Microsoft Studios will stick with their own games or like collaborate? Like, do you think they'll
like lease out some IPs?
Yeah, be like Halo made by the people that made Doom. That's what a lot of people are. I've started that a couple times from several people. They want the people that did Doom to do the next Halo game.
That'd be wild.
That'd be kind of crazy, but I don't know. Super.
I mean, it's arguably the new Dooms is similar to what Halo used to be. Like you just run into a map and go ham. For story player, not online.
Yeah.
But
Right. Yeah, I don't know.
It's interesting.
I mean, they would essentially be taking that game away from 343 Studios.
Yeah.
I just need a New Vegas 2. That's what I want.
The other thing that everyone's saying is New Vegas 2. Did y'all just say that?
Yeah. That's what Justin just said.
I'm drinking tea. I'm trying to wake up. Yeah. So what Justin just said, I'm sorry. Yeah, because they own Obsidian.
You're good for it. We know.
Yeah, it is what it is.
And then
Yeah.
there was that cryptic kind of tweet, like someone said something like tagging Obsidian in, and they just did the.
It's the tweet Brandon's
Yeah,
got
it's
right
the
now,
one
I
on the
think.
screen right
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
It's a little small for me, so I can't see it, but it's the. I don't know. But I mean, that would be for like them to acquire Bethesda, and for like the first, like not first game, but like the newest Fallout for the next gen would be a New Vegas 2. Sold. That game would sell immediately. 'Cause everybody wants a New Vegas 2 is probably arguably one of the best Fallouts, at least for me. But it's definitely highly up there between like all the Fallout community.
Agreed. That one is beloved. So we'll see. That is interesting. It's so many questions. The next is how hands-on do you think Microsoft will be? This is hard to guess, but obviously it's like you know you don't want it to go the route of some bought titles where they just get yeeted in like a year or two. They're just kind of gone
Yeah.
after they get bought.
That is a really that's a really scary thought because with Bethesda being as big as they are, Microsoft really has a hard time letting studios do their own thing. Like they
Usually,
push for their own agendas pretty heavily, and now that touches a lot of stuff. Like, cause even what is it like Deathloop that's being made by them. Yeah.
That's what those.
As hyped as we were for that, I really hope that stays on the straight and narrow where it was supposed to be.
Bethesda's timeline, but not Microsoft's advanced timeline.
Yeah, but Deathloop and the other game that are partnered, I forget it, with PlayStation right now.
Yeah.
Xbox, it's in the agreement that Xbox has no control over that. They are like keeping, yes, you can, that partnership is there and it stays until those games are up.
Yeah.
They're fine. So they're not even touching those.
Well, I don't mean that they won't be like exclusives. I just mean like when it comes to like microtransactions and like just dumb shit, like releasing part of the game and then making you pay for DLC. Like they do weird shit like that.
Yeah, but I've been saying with Deathloop and one other game I can't remember, like they are agreeing that what they have with Sony stays.
Ghostwire Tokyo.
Yeah, so those two games.
Is that horror game?
They have, yeah, it's kind of
Yeah, I believe so.
creepy.
The one with the chick in the alleyway doing wobble wobble wobble.
But Microsoft already said that I can't think of the word right now, are like
Case by
taking
case?
hands off for that. No,
Case by
it's
case
not that,
policy?
it's just that they have no control over that because they are saying it's okay that partnership stays for those two games.
Yes, since they were with Sony before the buying process, they're not going to go and yank them out of that Sony contract.
Yeah, basically. But Brandon's already on it. So the next one here is, again, he said it. So Microsoft did say that their exclusivity will be a case by case, like sample. So not all of them will be, but some will. What do you think that first game's gonna be? Because I can't believe it can't be like Elder Scrolls or some human. I feel like they would lose too much money to not sell it because they get like $15-20 a game. I feel like they can't do that. That's a huge market they're losing and missing.
I mean, I personally think that Bethesda is going to make the choice. It's going to be some game that they're not like, it's not one of their big titles. And they're like, yeah, sure. Maybe it'll exclusive. Or maybe something like Doom or something. Those aren't their huge sellers. People love Doom. Doom is not a huge seller.
It's not a massive seller, yeah.
When Doom and Animal Crossing came out, like right before everything that went down, like those were the hottest games in the last like months. Like people went ham. I don't know. I think Doom makes ducats.
Doom is great, and I love the new Doom. But like,
I think Prey would be a
like
solo.
a Prey sequel.
Yeah.
I mean, Elder Scrolls isn't for years, so unless they waited to do the release at a next gen, and then just made it exclusive at next gen, that would pivot a whole lot. Yeah. But who knows what Sony will bring out by then? They'll be like Spider-Man, the realistic VR experience, and everybody's mind explodes.
Right. I mean, you're good.
Okay, I'm just kind of like what Justin's saying with like a game like Prey or something that's just got kind of like a really niche following. Those might have a year exclusive on Xbox or just be completely
Right.
exclusive to Xbox and PC. A game they know that's going to a audience that are just going to buy it.
Right.
But things like Elder Scrolls and Fallout, I don't see.
What about a new IP like Starfield?
I wouldn't be surprised if that stays console exclusive for Xbox, to be honest.
I would say for like only a year.
Like a year
Because
exclusivity.
Bethesda's big thing is that you can play it like on everything. Like them cutting off PlayStation, like people, sure they got a ton of money from, well, the parent company of them got a ton of money, not Bethesda themselves. So sure, that parent company owns these IPs, but those people at Bethesda, you know, they want to get as much money as they can, so they want it out to everybody.
Yeah, I mean, but
You're cutting out so many people.
they ultimately like wouldn't have a choice though. Like if the parent company's board members made the decision, they would just be effed. Like they wouldn't be able to say anything, or they just quit.
Yeah. We'll see. I agree with Phil though. I don't know. I want to agree with Phil. I think it could definitely be like Prey. But I could see like Starfield. It is a new IP. It's not established, so they could do something like that. But next, what's up?
One last thing, but the thing is, Bethesda is known for their sci-fi RPGs with Fallout, and so because it is a sci-fi RPG, people are already excited for it, and all we have is a name and a little splash image.
Yeah, that's why I think they could do the exclusivity instead, because it's not a game that everyone's freaking out about. It has, like you said, we only got a little bit, but we'll see. The next one's very interesting because this is not only like a service model as well. Could Game Pass engulf the PC, or could other people do something similar? Like, so it's like $5 a month to get in for Game Pass. It's going to be more for PC. I think it's going to 10 or 25, something like that. But now with Bethesda being into it, it's like 200 games. Could Steam do something similar? You know, like Steam's like, not all our library, obviously, because that's a good billion games. But what if Steam went like Steam Elite, where it's $15-20 a month and you get 100 or 200 games on Steam, where it's the same deal. You pay monthly for Steam, and there's, you know, a certain amount of games you can just play for free. Like, that's a good model, and it is making ducats.
Buy Stadia.
So,
if Steam did that, they would just burn down the Stadia headquarters if Steam did that.
Like, as long as they give an equal amount of, like, big title games to, you know, third parties and stuff like that, then it's okay. Because Steam is, like, I'm not saying they don't have a lot of great titles. There's a bunch of great titles, and there's just a bunch of filler. Like, Naruto amount of filler.
Hey, how dare you?
You know, when there's multiple websites telling you to skip, like, 400 episodes,
it's only like 100.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be wild though. Like, cause if I could pay $15 a month, and then like when Borderlands came out, I could have played it same day, just download it and play it as long as I have an active subscription. That'd be pretty legit.
Yeah, like it wouldn't be every game, obviously, because Microsoft does have the balls to be like pretty much every game. But until this, they didn't have any exclusives, so we didn't care. You know, like Halo was going to be on Game Pass, and that's cool. But it was, you know, it was some EA games. There wasn't enough. That's another thing though. Now is we already know all the current Bethesda games are going to be on Game Pass, so all the future ones are too. That's a pretty big deal. But it is a monthly subscription. You know, games don't come out that too often, but it's something to think about. Like, that model is successful, so could, you know, Good Old Games or Steam or Origin. Never mind, that's gone. Or Uplay, like Uplay could do something. They're a little bit smaller of a company. If they were like, hey, $15 a month, you can play all our games that exist. You get Assassin's Creed, you get all the new games. EA does it scummy because EA doesn't give you the newest. Like, you can't play the new Madden. You can play last year's Madden.
But theirs is only like $4 or $5.
Yeah,
though, so
it
it's
should
kind of
be
like
because they give you all the old games. Like, you don't get to play any of the new games on there. But yeah. Last but not least, modding, which I don't think that is that big of a deal. What?
The Thomas Dragon Skyrim mod.
Dude, that's great. This one I'm not too concerned about. With everyone's like, yo, my mods, blah blah blah. Microsoft is pretty good already. Like, PlayStation was the one that was kind of annoying with the mods, but it would be more difficult. But PC is where you really go for mods, so it's not like, you know.
I didn't know you could play the mod stuff
On Xbox.
And Xbox.
Yeah,
One.
PlayStation,
PlayStation's
Xbox.
real
You just
crazy
you
with
just jailbreak your PlayStation and then you can install PC mods. But
Well, when
There's
Fallout
mods
4,
allowed too.
yeah, Fallout 4 supported Bethesda's online modding
Yeah.
community, whatever they called it. I don't remember what it was now. But for the PlayStation 4, only let the files that were on the original game be used for any mod created. Where Xbox was like, yeah, use whatever, any file from outside at all, you can use it.
So PlayStation was just a little bit more difficult, but yeah, you don't have to even jailbreak it. You can just play the mods that are on there. But
nice.
I don't think that's that big of a deal because people aren't playing Fallout on console for mods. But Siege, what's up, boy? Yeah, right.
Huge
no.
news: Xbox
That's
are
okay.
acquiring
Fair enough.
Random
but
start playing the
that's-
video.
No shame when that happens. But that's it for the questions. Last but not least, this is just a small article we can pop up and somebody can have a good old read. But the Cliff Notes is: are you guys really worried about exclusivity? Do you think Microsoft could come in? Like, how worried are you guys? Like,
No.
as say you don't have a PC, say it doesn't exist.
Okay.
Your PC blew up tomorrow. You know they dropped this literally like 2 days before their pre-orders. Wink, wink, nod, nod, hint, hint. Like, you know what I mean? Like they knew what they were doing.
Right.
Are you now like, oh, maybe I will get an Xbox instead of a PlayStation? Like, does this change you whatsoever?
No, and a lot of that is because it was either Steve Howard from Bethesda, right?
Todd Howard.
Todd Howard, and then one other person, I think it was from Microsoft, said that they're not going to be too forceful with them. You know, that whole case by case thing.
They're gonna be gentle.
I think that whole case by case thing is just so that he can be like, well, you know, if we just wanted to really ruin our relationship, yeah, we can make everything exclusive.
Yeah.
But Bethesda as a company had their own E3 show. Like, they are big. They know their games sell. They're creating this partnership with Microsoft because, hey, guess what? They're paying a ton of money for it.
I wouldn't call it a partnership. They own their asses. Like, it's not. If I came and bought you as a person, you ain't partner. I own you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't call it a partnership.
The thing, like the ZeniMax Studios had to agree to buy it.
Yeah,
That's true. There wasn't just like, we have this money and we own you now.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy Phil.
Yeah. So like, and they had been working together like beforehand. Like, it's not a big deal. I do not see, like I said before, I do not see big games from their line being only on Xbox. If anything, it's going to be a limited like time, and then you'll be able to get it wherever you want.
I can see that.
Yeah, I see this acquisition being more like the Disney and Marvel acquisition on the game side when it comes to like just leasing out IPs to other games, like getting crossovers and getting like, you know, like skins for I don't know, like skins for Gears of War that are like Doom characters or something like that. You know what I mean? Like just shit like
Master
that.
Chief and Gears, yeah.
Baba Booey, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you so much.
Thanks, boy. But yeah, I definitely agree where I think it's going to be case by. I really do think it'll be case by case. I think they will drop a couple, like new ideas, new IPs.
Yeah.
I like Elder Scrolls, stuff like that. There's no way. I just don't think they would. But I can see them maybe throwing a sneaky boy in there. Like, give me a second. I don't think it would be Doom. I definitely think Prey, because that's definitely, or Evil Within. Those are both like niche. They're popular, but they're not like the head honchos when you think of Bethesda. Like Fallout, they're not going. I can see New Vegas 2 being exclusive. I can see New Vegas 2 being an exclusive.
At least like at least a limited time. I just think that would be such a major fault.
Like, you're shooting yourself in the foot so much.
Yeah.
Are they though?
Yeah.
They get
to
the
cut
PC
your player
and the
base in
Xbox
half like
free.
that?
It's not half. It's a third.
A third?
I mean, would you say the same thing about God of War 2? Like, no, you'd be like, that game's popping and it's gonna sell. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I just remember being in high school and like that was like Fallout, even though I didn't play it, that was like one of the only games that I knew all of my friends who had different consoles had it, and I had friends who had it on both consoles. So I think that those games are so popular that I don't know. Yeah, that would I think that would be a mistake. I think it's gonna be a just an IP lease out. Like they're just gonna send IPs all over the place.
We'll see.
Cool.
Let us know what you guys think about this whole Bethesda thing. Are you excited to get like multi-game deals, like we were talking about New Vegas 2. Now that Obsidian and Bethesda are kind of best friends-ish, you know, let us know. But last but not least, for this little Microsoft thingish kind-ish thing, oh, I forgot about that one. Thank you, bro. This is actually more interesting. I was segueing too far into what we're talking about. Just scroll down slow. This is literally every company that Xbox has bought over the years, the last while. So this is hilarious, though. 343, obviously the Halo people, in 2007. Stop me if you want me to. Compulsion Games in 2018, which that was the We Happy Few people, if you weren't aware. Double Fine Productions, which is Psychonauts, which, you know, it is what it is. So maybe Xbox does have a plan here.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. I don't know. I doubt it. You got Exile Entertainment. You got the Mojang Studios, which is the Minecraft dungeon, which is just the most smart idea I've ever witnessed in my life, because that's just crazy. Ninja Theory, which is Senua, which is the bigger one that a lot of people were excited about. And Bleeding Edge, which I actually didn't realize. Obsidian, which we already know. They did Fallout, New Vegas. They did Pillars of Eternity 2, Outer Worlds, Grounded. A lot of games.
South Park, Stick of Truth.
Yeah, my bad. I was seeing something else real quick. All right, yeah. You got Playground Games, which is the Forza team, and they're doing Fable, which I didn't actually know that they were doing Fable, which is
That's
interesting.
because Lionhead closed.
Yeah.
I know that, but I didn't. That's a weird company. Let's talk about that for a second. Like, all they've really done is Forza. That's just interesting. That's a very big, and Forza's a bomb diggity. I love Forza, but so that's interesting to me. I don't know.
They might be good on the open world, because the last Forza was really well detailed for being an open world race game.
Yeah.
That, and they run really well. Like,
yes, that is true.
Because load times on those games have to be pretty crazy, especially like like you just said, the open world. Like, you can drive 200 miles an hour and that thing's just loading cars and people out the ass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. We'll see. I'm interested.
Yeah.
Like Siege just said, Rare, they bought Rare, which is Battletoads.
They don't really make anything anymore.
Not really. They got that.
It's
Rare
rare that they make a game.
Yeah. You got the Coalition, which has done Gears 5, Gears Tactics, Gears, all the Gears games, all the new ones, all this stuff.
The Initiative, who hasn't made a damn thing yet.
Not a damn thing. And then obviously Turn 10, which does the mainstay Forza games. The other one did the Horizons, which, like you said, is
like the playground ones.
Boys. And this is a weird one. You got Undead Labs, which is recent. I guess they do have a State of Decay 3 coming out, that's what I was gonna say, because those games are really popular. World's Edge is more new, which I need the new Age of Empires like yesterday. They did do the definitive edition. Definitive was really hard.
You're getting there.
Which is really good. I don't know if you guys have played that. It is really good. It's crisp. It's crisp. It is so good. And then Bethesda. So that's a long list within like 10 years.
Yeah. And here's the thing: a lot of those like games you mentioned, they're not the Xbox exclusives. The ones you did say, like 343 and Halo, Coalition for Gears, the companies that came up with those IPs gave their IP away so that they would not have to be owned by Microsoft.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Like, if you really think about it, Gears, Epic Games, they're like, here, Coalition, take it. We'll do something else. We're fine. Bungie was
We'll make Fortnite and make a bazillion more dollars.
Yeah, like Bungie was like, you know what? We're done with Halo. We ended up making 4 games, which we never do. Here, 343, take it. You're huge fans. We'll go make Destiny, make zillions of dollars.
So much.
So,
for the same game.
This acquisition is like, it is great for Game Pass owners. If you like Game Pass, you have gotten a big hit here. But in general, nah.
I like it.
Damn, Phil.
Hey, just telling it like it is.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah,
step away for a moment.
Microsoft out here throwing that change. Phil's got to step away for a second. He's got poop. If you haven't heard about this, we talked about it last week with the PlayStation release. Pre-order stuff.
Debacle.
Xbox's released like 2-3 days ago. They didn't learn anything from Sony.
Even though they talk shit, they did like a tweet talking about how bad of a job they did.
Let me rephrase as well, because it's not all their fault. any retailer that is selling these things, it's also their fault because their websites can't handle it whatsoever.
So it's mainly for both of them. It's mainly on the retailers, correct? It's
Yeah,
not necessarily
mainly, yeah.
just.
Yeah, it was
It
early.
wasn't
It
Sony's
was
fault at
it was
all.
early releases on the Sony end. Like everybody basically
I
did
know
a false
Sony's
start,
releasing
flag on the
games.
play.
Yeah, so Target, GameStop, Best Buy, all of it was just crashing. Or if you were able to get to add to cart the moment you went to look at your cart, it was like, psych, unavailable, like things like that. If you were trying to get, so basically, if you didn't already pre-order it, if you did, congratulations. If you planned on it, you got to keep your ear to the internet. Like every morning you wake up, you got to check. Midday, check. Before bed, check. That's the only way you're getting a pre-order. Unfortunately, it's stupid because I remember when the last gen came out. I mean, I work at a retailer, but still, I walked up. We had like 5 months to do it. I pre-ordered it, bang. I think that's a big problem is the fact that they come out a month from now. There's just very limited stock. If they would have just, cut the shit and released this 5 months ago, this wouldn't have been a problem. They would have had enough stock. They would have had the first wave of pre-orders. They would have made them. They could have made more, and that's the big problem. Now it's like you're not getting them because they waited a month before the release date to be like, oh, hey, here's what it's doing. So it's annoying, but again, if you really want one, this article's out here to give you some tips and tricks, but mainly find where you want to pre-order it from before you go to bed, when you wake up, a couple times midday, just check the website. A lot of them have notifications set on too where you can be like, hey, alert me. But that's going to be, a shit show too, because the moment everyone's getting that alert and then the website's going to crash. So try your best. Microsoft did say that they are going to have some, I don't know what this means, the day it launches. I don't know if that means they're going to, like, retailers are going to have some that aren't pre-orderable that they're going to just have and say here and throw on shelves, or Microsoft, their website themselves, when it releases, you're going to be able to pre-order.
Yeah, like some Black Friday stuff where like stock counts are blacked out.
To me, it kind of sounds like with the game release, they have like if a GameStop or something gets their pre-order numbers, and then there's an extra that are ordered for the day of release.
Yeah. So it's interesting. Siege, I did not, but mainly because I don't plan on playing Crash because I'm not a big platformer guy. I don't like platformers. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
It's not my cup of tea. But did you guys see? Apparently, it's going to have a co-op and competitive multiplayer mode. Like, is it like a speed mode?
Like a time trial type thing?
Yeah,
I'm assuming it's just whoever falls first.
Something like that. That'd be cool. I'm with it. I'm not a huge platformer. I like them, but I just don't play them usually. This just dropped like literally yesterday or today. It was today actually. Courtesy of Phil reporting. This is I'm not mad at it, but it's interesting. But it is what it is. So Microsoft Series X and S is going to have this 1 terabyte expandable hard drive storage. There are going to be multiple sizes, but right now the only one is a terabyte, priced at $219.99.
And
it better be an SSD.
Even for an SSD, 1 terabyte for
it is an SSD. It's the exact same thing that's apparently in the console already. It's just external and you plug it in.
Okay.
Yep, I like the expansion slot. It's very chill. It's hidden.
You see, this is the price gouge. Do you see this picture right here? It's the same size as an SD card. That's why that shit costs so much.
Yeah, it's super small, but I like that. It's
that's crazy.
It's expandable. I don't have to like back in the day with PlayStations, you had to like take them apart and do it yourself like that. What's up?
But it was super simple.
Yeah, but this is easier. Some people aren't messing with that. You just plug this in.
I can understand for the people like Christmas, like, oh, I'm out of memory. Oh, okay, well here, go use your gift card to go Best Buy and go get more memory.
You gotta go buy a $220 expandable card.
Well, it's easier for some kid who has no idea how to unscrew a console, break into it, void the warranty. Take out a hard drive, put a new hard drive in, flash a new system over.
Just plug in a regular external hard drive.
You could do that too.
Like, what the fuck?
That's not what Microsoft's going for.
So to be fair, the Samsung 970 EVO 1 terabyte SSD is $230. I don't think it's priced. I don't think it
60 or 860 or an 850. the little older ones.
I'm just saying, why would you get an older one? And those are like this big. This is
Okay,
a little
so-
tiny.
The thing is that case, and I wanted to make this point. If you actually open it, the actual board takes up less than 40% of that thing. Those SSD boards are extremely small as they are.
Right. Well,
So if they're going into a computer, they need something that it'll screw on and
Right.
for a hard drive and for an SSD. So they make the case bigger.
yeah, I don't think that this is that outrageous. SSDs cost about that much anyway. I don't. Sure, it's proprietary. Oh no, so yeah, let me go to GameStop and get the Mad Catz SSD that's gonna blow up in the
Mad Catz SSD.
Like it's made by
Mad
Seagate.
Catz.
It is proprietary, but it's Seagate. They know what they're doing. We all knew it was gonna be Seagate because they've had to deal with Microsoft for a good billion years.
Samsung has like the best SSDs.
Agreed.
Right now, so
yeah, but
I'd rather have Samsung made.
Right. I'm not mad at it though. Like I think the price is fair for a terabyte SSD. I love the way it just plugs in the back. I love that. That's probably like if Sony did the same thing, because I plan on getting a PS5, I wouldn't really be that upset. The only reason I even upgraded to a Pro originally at the time, I didn't have a 4K TV. I just needed the terabyte from the 500. So I'm not mad at it. Really, I think it's mandatory if you get an S though, so you can dunk on the S even more. So now you're paying $500 for an S, so you can do that, Phil. Ball out.
That's what I was gonna say. It's like you're gonna get your Series S. You're gonna play your Xbox One S version of games because it's not even as powerful as the Xbox One X. And then you're like, man, I don't have enough space because Call of Duty is 800 bajillion gigs. So I'm gonna go pay $220 just so I can play Call of Duty. That Xbox Series S can go in the garbage. It's like the EP game. It just needs to go to a landfill.
In the trash. But overall, I'm not super mad. I like the design a lot. I like how it plugs in. That's my opinion. If Sony did the same thing, I'd be like, bet.
Yeah,
I really wouldn't be mad.
But I give it like 6 months, and there's just going to be a third-party adapter where you just plug it into that slot, and then you just plug it in whatever SSD into that.
For games and stuff, though, I've never been a big fan of external loading of games, and this is the one that looks actually reliable.
Yeah, but if you go ahead.
I'm gonna raise my hand.
Yeah.
My external on my PS4 that I just plugged in last year.
Yeah.
It has some games on it. It loads really nicely.
Yeah, there's an external on my
Launch
Xbox One downstairs right now that works perfectly fine.
It just depends on the board that they used and the front bus or back bus, whatever this is, like whatever those ports are, like if they're 3.1, if they're like yes, you're never going to beat the PCIe NV like internals from a PlayStation, but like the closest thing you could get would be like to a 3.1 SSD. But that's my only big hang up is like I would want to know what the specs are that make this storage expansion slot any better than USB 3.1 with just a regular like I don't know like SanDisk 3 gig per second transfer speed SSD like for $120. I don't know. That's my only nitpicky thing is because it's like an Apple mentality. Like let's just take something really basic. Let's say that it's different and have no specs released about it. What's different about it? Just the company that it's made by. Like I don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah.
Like
well, in the article, it does say that they are comparable to the PCIe 4.0s.
I know that it
apparently
says that, but I don't.
That's fair.
I don't see how that's even possible. Like unless that is big because it's like an like a really tiny M.2 slot that it's plugging into. I can't see how that's possible.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. And they did also say that again, this is a plug-in version of the same hard drive that's in the thing.
Right.
An SSD. So that's what I like too. You're not paying for like a phony
like a third rate. Yeah.
Yeah. So I like it. I'm a little, I wish the last consoles had the same thing, but like Phil said, he plugged in a little external boy. I never, I don't know. I just feel like I'd bump that shit mid-game or my cat would knock it over. That I'd be like,
cool. My current cat will hop up and I have to grab him and throw him.
Yeah. I have pains right now because my hard drive I had plugged in the other day, I was like, what is this ticking noise? I was like, where is it coming from? And I leaned my ear next to it. It's like, click, click.
Ooh.
Click, and I'm like, all right, time to move everything off that bad boy and get rid of it. But yeah, let us know what you guys think. Is 220 too hefty? Are you like, whoa, I'm not at it?
Too
But
hefty.
Yeah, we'll see.
Hefty.
150 at the
Yeah.
most.
That's what I was also thinking, Phil. 150, and I'd be considering it.
Give me a little bit, and I'll let y'all know what the look is. Actually, if you know what I mean. Amazon pre-orders for the PlayStation 5. This is hilarious. So we
shut down.
Yeah, we already talked about PlayStation Debacle last week for pre-orders. We already talked about Microsoft today. This is an article that came out a couple days ago, last week actually, late last week, where Amazon was already like, yo, dog, you're probably not going to get your PlayStation 5 the day it comes out. Which is crazy, to say the least. For something that well anticipated and that expensive, I'm going to need y'all on point with some overnight shipping. Amazon's a juggernaut. I ordered some tea last night at like 11:30 and it showed up at my house this morning. Y'all got it. Y'all have them ready to go, Amazon. I'm sorry, but I think
some Sony Prime memberships up in here.
As a consumer, I'm gonna need that ASAP. Like, I wouldn't pre-order it from somewhere and be like, oh, sorry, we don't have any. That just seems like a GameStop with Phil incident waiting to happen. Like, we just ain't got no more. Sorry, here's your money back. Something went wrong. Like, I can see them doing that. You know, that's happened to everybody.
That's exactly what Amazon's going to hit you with.
Yeah. Like, the something went wrong. If we don't get back to you in a day or two, call us. Like, I've gotten that for like a $2 purchase from Amazon and not cared. But I can see that happening with this, and you have no one to talk to. You have to call. It's a whole thing. But that's crazy. That's an Amazon thing going through. So if you pre-ordered your PS5 from Amazon,
be careful. You might not get it.
You're fucked.
I'm sorry.
We can continue on the Amazon train for a moment because I don't see it in our list. Because people have been accidentally buying Xbox One X's because thinking they're pre-ordering a Series X.
Yeah, I mean, how many times in this show have I gone the Xbox Series? I don't remember because they're so similar. Like, I've done that. I've done that a million times. So if your grandma's pre-ordering you your Xbox, she ain't gonna know.
The increase was almost 50% of Xbox One X sales.
Imagine Christmas time when, like you said, grandma comes over. It's like, oh, I bought you that new Xbox console you wanted. It was like really cheap surprise for it being brand new, and you get a One X.
Yeah, but that's just getting a Series S.
Yeah, that's true. You're getting better than a Series S, but now you have.
You just gotta smile and take it. Thanks, Grandma.
That's really funny.
It's all part of Microsoft's plan.
The grand plan. Scroll down a little bit for me, Brandon. We'll just show this quick tweet from PlayStation.
Oh yeah. Let's be honest.
Yeah. So it's a trend for the pre-order thing. Sony came out this September 9th, or 19th. I'm sorry, which was last Friday. Yeah. Let's be honest. PS5 pre-orders could have been a little bit smoother. Over the next few days, we will release more PS5 pre-orders. So again, ear to the ground. Check every other day if you want one. Retailers will have them too, but if you want your pre-order, you just got to be pretty. Everyone that I know that has pre-ordered it, which I know a couple people, it's just been like every day. They're just like hunting. They're just they're constantly checking the apps and stuff.
The tweet reminds me of that South Park episode with the oil company. Like, we're sorry. We're sorry.
That's worse. That's Comcast all day. All day. That episode was gold. When they're like, our parents will be mad. They're like, wait. Yeah. All right.
Oh yeah, and they kept going. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You know. So that's that about. Nope. There's more PlayStation news in a second. But first, let's change the topic here. Let's go to
just for a second.
Let's go to The Witcher. Let's go to CD Projekt Red. And this is a funny one. So Cyberpunk will not be. A lot of news came out last Saturday. This came out Saturday as well. Cyberpunk's campaign will not be as long as The Witcher's. Sorry if you wanted a 60-hour campaign. Whoops. Which isn't a problem because I think it was you, Phil, that was telling me how that mainly was because a lot of people didn't finish The Witcher.
Yeah.
Correct?
That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
Their statistics showed that most people that played the game never finished the storyline. So like they make such an amazing story. So I finished the storyline. I put 40 hours into that game, and I was able to finish the story. I didn't do all of the side quests. I didn't do the DLC stories. But if that just means they're gonna hone in that story and make it that much better, go for it.
Yeah. So a real quick quote here. They were looking at the metrics, and you see a tremendous number of people that played really far into the game, but they just never made it to the end. So they wanted to see a full story. So they did shorten the main story a little bit, but there's still lots of do. in terms of completionist campaign. So that's a quote from them. There's still a lot to do, but again, they have those numbers they can see. I got like halfway through, and I literally played like 10 to 15 hours, and I never play that long in a game. And I was like, there was just no end in sight. I literally just gave up. I was like, I can't, because I do a lot of side quest stuff. I do a lot of side Ghost of Tsushima. I could beat that game probably in a day if I just got on and went and did all the story stuff. But I go, like in God of War, I beat like more than half the Valkyries. Like I do all that extra stuff because I want to, and then I usually stops me from beating the game because I'll get tired of it. It is what it is.
Didn't you finish Days Gone?
Yeah. I did all the stuff though. I went and hunted all the hordes, and I did a bunch of the stuff. But that was
you did do.
Fighting hordes were so fun. Like, and the amount of guns you get in that game,
fun as in
so
scary
fun
as hell. Sure.
Nah, it's so fun. It's so fun. Like, dude, I'll just get the like a LMG and just. But yeah, so it's moral of the story. Cyberpunk's gonna be lit. It's gonna be fire, but it just will be more palpable, more digestible for a gamer, not just like
for a more casual gamer.
Yeah, Rob, rest in peace, is the only person I know that has beaten The Witcher. And Phil. Oh, my bad. And Phil.
I finished all 3 of those. Thank you very much.
But Rob may be the only person we know that 100%ed it with all side quests, and he did. He had. I think he said he had over 95 hours in the game.
I remember he went on vacation. Was like, it's being done, and then he hit me back
It's
up.
being done.
And he was like, it's
Mountain Dew cracks.
He literally was. It was like Avengers. I was like, is it finished? But at what cost?
He calls Josh. We are in the end game.
Yeah. Click. Pretty much. There's so much news this week. I'm loving it. So. To segue back to the Microsoft hard drive thing, Sony's gonna need one because this just came out recently. Some of the launch title recent games file sizes. So Demon's Souls and Spider-Man Miles Morales are both insane.
Big old games.
Big old.
I mean, 66. That's big. Is that what we're considering big nowadays?
No.
2077 and 70.
No, it's more than that. Give me a second. Let me find it.
No, it literally says.
Are they? I thought they were bigger than 60. I thought
It says Demon's Souls, for instance, has a file size of 66 gigs. Spider-Man Miles Morales is somewhat less at 50 gigs. I don't feel like that's.
Maybe I'm drunk. No, I'm big drunk because it was including the other article I read was including because it comes with the other game, so it said 110.
Oh,
that's a big mix-up by Josh.
I read this. I read the same thing that you.
Yeah, because it said 110, so it was because it comes with Homecoming or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
So that's actually not that bad. I feel.
Never mind.
Not when Call of Duty is 175 gigs at an update.
Yeah, so we're gonna switch this back to Sony praise.
200 something, I think.
Yeah, so that's actually not bad at all. So yeah, you'll still need one eventually because I like to keep most of my games on my hard drive, and at that point, if you're running like 10 games, especially if they're all around 50 to 60.
My thing is just keeping the save files, and then I
do that
because I know I'm not going to get back to the game. Like,
yeah.
This shelf, PS4 games, I don't have time to keep. I could not keep all of them on my external and my actual hard drive. So.
I like how you ducked the mic.
Yeah.
See it.
Look.
Yeah. Because we can't see that bookshelf behind you at all with the mic there.
There's the mic.
It's not in frame for some reason. But yeah, so that's not bad. 60 pretty much a piece for Demon's Souls and Spider-Man Miles Morales. Not too bad. In more news of Spider-Man, this is upsetting some people. I don't see why.
Yes,
Hello.
We are back live. We are live.
Due to technical difficulties, Brandon's gone. So it is just us three, the boys. Welcome back, GatherV. We were just covering the PlayStation 5 information. Sorry, things are going to look a little different. Brandon is the runner of the stuff, not us three. So it is what it is. But we're here. Yeah, we're just going to run through a couple things real quick and call it. Because, again, we can't show you much on the screen. But we didn't want to just, leave y'all hanging. You know what I'm saying? That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
So the last little bits, Baldur's Gate, unfortunately, is delayed.
Not by much, though.
Not by much. Yeah, so it was originally slated to come out September 30th. It is now October 6th. Phil, take it away. It's all good. Take your time, man. Take your time. Robot Man.
AI.
Super gamer. Okay. Yeah. So
I mean, a week is not even a push. It's a pushback. It's not a pushback though.
yeah, we'll see. I don't have faith in this game right now, though. Like I want it to be good. Um
No, it's working.
Hello.
We're back. This is one show for the ages.
Yes, everything is not working, but we're trying our best. Yeah, Baldur's Gate. I want it to come out, but I want to believe that it will come out soon.
It'll
But
come
we'll
out.
see. I'll believe it when I see it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we're gonna speed right through releasing and relevant games that are coming out soon. I'm just gonna hit the cliff notes because it's a long list and I can't really show you on the screen. I'm sorry. You know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yell at Brandon. We got Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy Kong's Quest on Switch online. It comes out yesterday. It is only online. You can't buy the insertable copy whatsoever. I don't want to say disc because it's not a disc.
So it's
Cartridge.
Cartridge copy.
Part of
Oh, interesting.
ad games.
That's like super cool. Next, we do have Mafia Definitive Edition. Comes out tomorrow. This is well anticipated. Mafia 2 and 3 were kind of just glossed over and made cleaner, where 1 got like a complete rework. So I am interested to play Mafia 1. So I'll probably get that, I think. But I'm not 100% sure. This next one is pretty interesting. I want to get it kind of too, just for the way it looks. You got Serious Sam 4 coming to PC and Stadia September 4th, which is today. So if you're a PC fan, take a look at it. If you're Stadia, why? I ask you? Yeah, but still, for Stadia, Phil?
So I'm saying
No. Yeah, that's fair. The Untitled Goose Game did get a co-op update, so that came out yesterday. If you're a big Untitled Goose Game fan, ball out. Yeah, again, normally we would list every game, but we just, unfortunately, because Brandon exploded, we can't show you all the cool stuff. So I just wanted to go through the games that are mainly coming out this week. Let's just skip cheat code because we can't show it. You know, is that cool? And then we'll end it real quick on what we're playing. And what is that? I'll go first because I think I'm here.
Yeah, hit it.
Still playing all the multiplayer games with you guys. We've been playing Siege a little bit more, which is fun. Apex was getting a little stale. I'm still playing Wasteland 3. Great game. I haven't incurred too many bugs yet, so I'm still enjoying it. I want to beat Ghost of Tsushima. It's going to happen eventually.
No, it's not.
But other than that, I was waiting for Baldur's Gate to come out next week, but I guess I gotta wait another week. So I'll keep playing Wasteland and hopefully get that beat in the next week or two. But that's pretty much it for me. Filio, what you playing though?
so Siege. Whenever we Shadow.
Ooh. The open world,
Open
like
world.
how the one where you make your dick big.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah,
I think
but
you can
you,
do that,
don't
yeah.
act like you didn't know. If you made a character feel, you made your dick big.
Well, it didn't make my character. It didn't.
Well, that's fucked.
Started dabbling. Have it set. Solo play.
You're not a rogue gamer. Yeah, you're not a rogue gamer.
I don't play.
Right. Yeah. Right.
to explore.
Okay.
I've never played a survival.
Yeah. Yeah, it's on my wish list. I always wanted to play it. Bet. Cool. Justin, send us off, baby boy.
Playing the games with the lads. We're doing Apex, the Siege. I still got Star Citizen, which I get made fun of, but I don't care. And that's pretty much it, though. Not much of a variety right now. Just whatever the boys are playing.
It's been a little chill. Yeah, there's not too many big releases recently. Like Wasteland 3 was probably the last game I bought and been playing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that wraps it up. Let us know what you guys think of this Bethesda news. Are you excited? Are you more just worried? Let us know what game or console you're pre-ordering. If you cared about the expandable storage from Xbox, if you think that's a good idea. If you're mad that you can't just pop in any hard drive you just bought off the street. Let us know about Cyberpunk. Like, are you like, bet I'm cool for a little bit more of a condensed campaign, or are you like, I want the longest game known to mankind? Let us know about all those things below. That's about it, guys. Sorry for the difficulties. We appreciate you staying on.
Yeah. Well, same time, same place next week.
Next week. Bye.
Peace.